Jailer Rock here, and we are on another toy hunt at Walmart. Voiceover style because it be loud up in there. But I started with Transformers, and this time I took my time because I was trying to find those bargains that everyone keeps talking about. And I don't know, man, I haven't been finding them. I really haven't. At least not on what I want. I mean, yeah, we just passed one where you see that you save $3. Okay, I get that. But for me, it's just, I haven't been finding what I've been looking for. Honestly, online has been doing more for me than in person. I do see that they've introduced a lot of the different lines that you can have different price points. That was one of the things that was interesting to me when I got into collecting really just like a year ago total. And that was seeing like lines like the Authentics, the Core Series. You know, it's just so many ways to get into it. But if you're like a completionist Transformer collector, it also means that there's a ton to go after. I recently started to warm up more to that different Starscream. I grew up with the G1, so oh and man, that Galvatron is sweet. But I got that, look at that, 55. I got that for like 35 on Amazon. But see that Starscream there? I like the original just so much better. But that Armada one, I think that's from Armada. That looks pretty cool as well. But I do like coming here and just seeing things. I really want to know the deal with the masks. I want to know if that's selling for kids. I don't have like young kids in my life, so I don't know. I've asked some people, but no one that I know their kids are into Transformers. They're all into like Fortnite. So I want to know if those masks are selling. But yeah, I didn't see anything Transformers wise that had me excited. Actually, you're gonna see coming up a little later, I thought there was like some super sale, but unfortunately there's all types of shenanigans going on in some of these stores. I mean, if you've seen other videos, you've seen people do swaps, you've seen people move and hide things, so I've run into that. A lot of things that I've seen on super clearance, and if you know you watch a lot of different toy hunts, you might get a sense of it too. But those 12-inch figures, those like everywhere. Like when I go to the thrift stores, that's all you see is those 12-inch Marvel and even DC figures. Just tons of them. And a lot of Black Panther stuff now is on super sale. But and we're actually coming up to Black Panther now. But I really want to know if those masks are doing something. I mean, they seem cool. I don't know. As a kid, I guess I'm so programmed to do masks for Halloween. I don't know if I'd be that interested in it, but I don't know. But I have fallen down. See, all right, so here it is. I didn't look at first. I saw $5. That's why like I picked it up, cause I saw $5 and I saw it's on both of those, and I was like, oh my god, Nightbird and Megatron. Like I know that it's the Rise of the Beast versions and stuff like that, but for that price, I was like, what? So I actually was like, I had it in my hand, like ready, but I mean, you probably can already see it, but I didn't. I was like focused on filming, and that's also why I like to do it voiceover style, because sometimes I get too focused on filming, and I just don't like talking to myself in public. I mean, as a big black guy, people already sometimes look at me weird, even in Seattle. I don't want to draw more attention to myself, so I like doing voiceover style better. But look, spoiler alert, those figures were not $5. Those were for some Black Panther figures, so it was just bad luck and me not paying attention. But I have to say though, overall Walmart was pretty stacked. I didn't see any like big empty gaps, and for this toy hunt I wanted to make sure that I checked everything, because even though I primarily just collect like Transformers, G.I. Joes, if there's a couple of action figures that look cool that are on a really good discount, I'll do it. I mean, I'm the % off collector, so I want a good discount. And if I'm gonna go off of what I normally buy, it's gotta be a good deal. Like I'm not the person that's just gonna be like, oh, $3, $4 off. Like, nah, man, I want like 40%. Now we talking. But as I expand some things that I get, you know, maybe I'll be more willing. Like I just picked up the J Balvatron. I got that for $65 at Walmart, but online. They don't have it in the stores. It's off of one of their resellers. but everywhere else I found that $100 and up. So I'm gonna be doing a review, unboxing and review on that actually coming up in the next few weeks. So please subscribe and hit that notification because I'm doing reviews 5 days a week. But I have actually picked up some wrestling figures in the thrift store in some of those bags, so that's kind of gotten me like, maybe I'll get some. But as far as picking them up just directly, whatever the price is, I'm not there yet. But I still do like doing the hunts, and doing the voiceover, it kind of like allows me to like think about like what draws me to that. Like, even though I am not collecting like Fortnite or some of these lines, I still like seeing it. Like, it brings me joy to watch some of the other toy hunts and see things profiled. This is why I basically do, I guess it's more like it's like a toy overview than a hunt, because I guess I'm hunting for bargains, but I kind of just want to see what's out there as well. And I'm the kind of person that if the deal isn't crazy, I rather just get a price point in my head and then go online, go on eBay, see what else is going on, because I'm in this for the long game. I want to be doing these reviews and stuff for a long time, and I don't want to blow all my money in 10 seconds, so I like taking my time unless there's just something that's just too awesome. I do like the resurgence of the Turtles. The movie just dropped. I mean, it would have been dropped, I think, about a week by the time this comes out. So I doubt I have seen it yet. I'm not like a first day person, but I'll eventually go check it out. But they definitely had a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff there, so that's cool, and you see some of that there. The younger style, it's not really me. I can see what they go with. A lot of companies like going with that kids because they hope to bridge the gap between long-time fans and then younger people who can, I guess, feel more identified with a younger Turtles than making them like older teenager. So I guess they're like barely teenager. I'm guessing they're like all 13 and maybe Leonardo is 14. I haven't really read a lot about it. I like to just watch a movie when it comes out. I don't do like super research unless I know it's gonna suck. I really want to know if Star Wars is taking a hit. I do see a lot of reviewers talk about how they've pushed back on what they buy, and now they're much more particular in what they're going to purchase. I mean, I see a lot of different things out there Star Wars wise, but not a lot of sales. Online, you'll catch a certain figure, you know, super cheap. I mean, it's almost a running joke at this point that almost any toy hunt you're gonna see a Lando, and you know, let us know if you already spotted the Lando, because I saw it. We already passed the Lando in there. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this aisle. I just wanted to come back and make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, they really didn't have, at least Transformers wise, there wasn't anything that was like, you know, boom. And I realized that I didn't see any G.I. Joes in this aisle. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember seeing any at all. I know that next up are these Turtles, and of course this, you know, when I filmed this was like, what, a week or a couple of days before August, so it was before the release of the movie. But you know, they were ready. They had the Turtles, and like the design looks cool. Like, I have to say, like, even though it's a younger design, I think it still kind of matches that vintage look of the original Turtles. And the figures, I think, look pretty sweet. You know, they do have the newer baby face. They got the Nickelodeon on there, so it's like, it feels more something that kids can play with. But I think that overall, the figures looks nice. So, I mean, if there is a good clearance, I'll definitely pick one up and take a look at it. I also think it's funny that back in the day, in the original Turtles, they got rid of Michelangelo's nunchucks because a kid hit, I think, his sister or a classmate with it, and it became a big controversy. And then if you watch the cartoon, he starts using that like grappling hook or whatever. He starts using that as a weapon. That's why. And I just think it's funny now. It's like they have full weapons, no problems. I did want to go. Usually, I'm not into collecting diecast or cars, but I thought it was cool because I mean, some of these look really sweet. I loved Hot Wheels as a kid, and I always thought it would be cool if they had a lot more like regular cars. Because I was the kind of person that I didn't want crazy, decked out, wild cars. I wanted cars that looked like cars that I rode in. But I didn't realize that they had like Transformers, look at that, Avengers, Batman, Flash. I didn't know they had all of these licensed cars. And I think that's really cool because especially if you're into Batman and you're putting together like a kit and you just want to have like my Batman section, I think that Batman car looks cool. And some of the other ones, you know, like it's a little gimmicky, Two-Face car or something like that, Joker car, but that's nothing that you haven't seen before in the line. And things like, look, the classic 60s Batman helicopter, Star Wars vehicles and stuff like that. Even though it's like a Star Wars Mandalorian like off-road vehicle, like no one's like doing that. But I do like the idea of like the Masters of the Universe, things like that, like a smaller version of the toys. I think that could be interesting. Like look at that Transformers. I think that looks sweet. And I think like maybe a small version of G.I. Joe vehicles could be cool as well. So I wonder if maybe that'll be something we see in the future. That'd be nice. But I talked about empty sections, and this was kind of like where you saw some empties. There were so many die-cast plastic type cars that I did not even know they had companies for. So it's like if anyone is a collector of these cars and wants to educate me about some of these, please leave a comment because I want to learn stuff. This is why I'm looking at all of this, is because I want to learn and just experience all the different stuff. But look down here, like here it's like they had some just like tossed on the ground. Like look at that, they just had this box just tossed in there. And I like that the price point has stayed pretty much the same. I mean, it's been 99 cents for a long time. Here I found a couple of more Transformers. A lot of these were the Rise of the Beasts. Again, not really any sales. A lot of the masks, they had a couple of others. This was like one of those, you know, at the end of the aisle facing out. You know, nothing crazy, but just wanted to show you guys what I found here. Pretty much the same stuff. Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, you know, a couple of the others. So, nothing crazy, but still something to look at. And then I want to take a look at another small little kiosk that was in the center aisle that had the more larger turtles. And I actually saw one of those large turtles at Value Village, which is one of the thrift stores here in Seattle. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I love these like dual packs. I think that's cool that you get two and it's like a nemesis or someone that you're fighting against. So I thought that's cool. Just wanted to check out these Funko Pops. I'm not a Funko Pop collector. I did get a nice sweet bag of them that was for like, I think it was $5, and I think there's like I think there's like 11 of them in there, including Pickle Rick, which I love that. I'm going to show that off in What's in the Box segment. So again, subscribe because I'm doing all types of stuff. It's not just going to be Transformers. I have all types of videos coming up. But yeah, I do like the different lines that they have. We'll see how they do. We'll see how the movie does. I heard good stuff so far. I haven't seen like that normal internet hate, but I guess we'll see when it comes out. But thanks for watching this review.